Top 10 things to do and why in Istanbul, Turkey when visiting. Istanbul is one of the world's most impressive cities. Whatever the qualification, that statement is accurate. The capital of Turkey is one of the finest cities in the world and has had a significant impact on the history of our wonderful planet. It also happens to be an enormous, chaotic metropolis that won't stop for anybody. The top things to do in Istanbul span everything from attractions that will change the world to the best antique stores around. They are just as diverse and interesting as the city itself. Here, food, interest and fun seamlessly converge. It takes some getting acclimated to Istanbul, but let yourself be taken away with the wonder of this city. 1. Hagia Sophia's towering dome. Hagia Sophia, which the Byzantine Emperor Justinian I ordered to be built in the 6th century, held the title of greatest church for over 1,000 years till Seville Cathedral was finished in 1520. Hagia Sophia operated as an administrative center for the Eastern Orthodox Church before being transformed into a mosque in the 15th century and then into a museum in 1935. For good reason, the Hagia Sophia is one of Istanbul's most well-known and renowned historical landmarks. One might easily spend hours staring at the enormous, transcendent dome since it is so gorgeous. The walls of this architectural wonder are decorated with Byzantine mosaics that include images of Christ and old-style imperial portraits. On the top floor gallery, there are 2 runic inscriptions carved into the marble parapets that are supposed to have been spray-painted there during the Viking Age by the personal bodyguards of the Byzantine emperors. 2. The Topkapi Palace. Topkapi Palace, which dominates the area where the Marmara Sea and the Golden Horn coverage, served as the Ottoman Sultan's main palace for more than 4 centuries. Topkapi's expensive halls, chamber homes and unique items such as the 86-carat spoonmaker's diamond make the museum one of the historical peninsula highlights and a must-see. It is home to a revolving cast of temporary exhibitions in addition to its vast and distinguished permanent collections of weapons, priceless gems and religious artifacts. 3. The Blue Mosque. The Sultanahmet Mosque, sometimes referred to as the Blue Mosque because of the stunning interior's dominant color, was a significant historical mosque constructed at the beginning of the 17th century under Ahmed I's rule. Over 20,000 hand-painted blue tiles cover the inside walls of the Blue Mosque, one of the most well-known buildings in the city, which is illuminated by more than 200 windows. It is a stunning sight to see. It should be noted that the Blue Mosque is still a functioning mosque and that entering during prayer is prohibited. According to legend, the Sultan was instructed to bend his head in humility each time he rode into the grounds by means of the iron chain that hung over the courtyard's main entrance. 4. The Basilica System. The Basilica System, or Yerebatan Sanici, as it is called in Turkish, is one of Istanbul's most interesting sites. It was erected by Emperor Justinian I in the 6th century to store up to 80,000 cubic meters of water and send it to surrounding palaces. The cistern is an accessible remnant of the Byzantine Empire's water infrastructure and has hundreds of old Ionic and Corinthian columns. Another fantastic method to escape the summer heat is to visit the mysterious subterranean complex. Unknown in origin, the 2 column bases in the cistern bear the upside-down head of Medusa, leading puzzled onlookers to wonder why they were placed that way. 5. The Spice Bazaar. The Spice Bazaar, also known as the Egyptian Bazaar, was constructed in the 16th century and has rows of shops selling spices, sweets, several types of tea, dried fruits and other things. It is smaller than the surrounding Grand Bazaar. The Spice Bazaar, a terrific location to buy spices, Turkish treats and other souvenirs, is also a sight to behold since spice sellers boldly exhibit their vibrant goods in enormous pyramid-shaped mounds. In the market, herbal cures abound, and you may buy spices or edible seeds that are said to improve digestion, immunity, memory, and overall health. The so-called Turkish Viagra, which is actually a dried quince loaded with walnuts, is a must-try. 6. Altan Şekerleme. The vintage confectionery store, which was established in 1865, is a remnant in a city that is rapidly modernizing. Since its inception, this store has been owned by the same family and offers a range of delicacies that are now difficult to find in Istanbul. Turkish pleasure is a common confectionery in Istanbul, but Altan Tekelima manufactures the authentic version. Try their other speciality, Akida Shakida, a handcrafted rock candy, if Turkish delight isn't your thing. 7. Farike Flea Market. The Farike Flea Market, an organic bazaar which takes place every weekend inside the huge covered marketplace in Bomonti, is a terrific location to buy fresh food and look for antiques. Vegetables, fruit, honey, cheese and jam are among the many 100% organic products available at the Saturday food market. These products are obtained from various regions of Turkey. Early on Sunday morning, antique sellers take the place of the greengrocers and set up their stalls. They sell a variety of antiques, trinkets, vinyl records, old books, magazines, original movie posters and hidden gems. Try some of the delicious fresh kozlime that the elderly woman serving it at the entryway are serving. 8. Galata Mevlevi Lodge, the oldest tekke in Istanbul to house followers of the Mevlevi order. This 15th century structure was turned into a museum in 1975 and continues to be a significant part of Sufi culture. The museum features a treasure trove of artifacts, including as musical instruments, calligraphy, Mevlevi clothes and accessories. But the main attraction is the weekly Sema, or the whirling dervish ceremony, which mesmerizes a sizable number of visitors every Sunday at 5 p.m. You may purchase tickets via Biletix online or at the door. Since there are no assigned seats for the performances, get there early to get a good spot. The lodge occasionally presents performances of Ottoman classical music. 9. The Belgrade Forest. The Belgrade Forest, a woodland wonderland spanning over 1,300 acres, is arguably the most treasured green area in Istanbul. The woodland, a well-liked weekend getaway location, features designated picnic sites and a 6.5-kilometer track that joggers and walkers utilize. There are mile markers every half kilometer so you can keep track of your progress. It starts with the Neset Suya fountain. You'll notice the energizing effect of the forest's fresh, pure air as soon as you enter it after just a few steps. Take advantage of the walking trails, prepare a picnic lunch, and visit the nearby Ataturk Arboretum, a lesser-known but no less beautiful green area with miles and miles of leafy green and numerous ponds. 10. Archaeology Museum. The Istanbul Archaeology Museum, which was founded in the late 19th century and served as Turkey's first museum, is split into 3 sections: archaeology, the ancient Orient, and Islamic art. It would be an understatement to say that this museum's treasure trove of artifacts is well stocked. In addition to items found in the Balkans, Africa, Mesopotamia, and the Middle East, it also houses a sizable collection of ancient Greek, Roman, and Turkish artifacts. A whole day is required to view its extensive collection, so make sure to arrive as soon as it opens. Thus, you can see that Istanbul has countless entertainment with much history attached to each site, which is why it is so popular amongst tourists. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button and leave a comment down below on what's most exciting to you about Istanbul. That's it for now, and as always, we thank you for watching Go Travel. Now, get out there and go travel!